Where are we now? Wow, that is a huge moon. As we go into the fourth and final chapter of Dear Esther, Mr. Narrator's keeping quiet, got nothing to say, keeping it atmospheric, so I'm going to talk all over it instead. Got some more of the paint here, but no paintings. Interesting. A tent, I guess. Well, we haven't been using it, we've just come across it. Pile of dirty clothes. Okay, I think that's all we can do here. Oh. Don't worry, the video's not ending. It just happens to be the ending music. I just sort of pulled it indiscriminately from the OST. I guess this is where it kicks in naturally.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
My life reduced to an electrical diagram. This is his life? Why though? Why and how and what? Does that have any meaning as a particular scientific thing, I wonder? Who on earth knows? Wow. So that's the narrator then? In some way or another, symbolically or otherwise. At least he seems to think so. Man, these candles are creepy. Who put them down? I'm starting to think it's the narrator guy. I'm getting more and more convinced that we are not him. Oh, Jesus. Oh! Blimey, that scared the hell out of me. I thought we were just dead. Up we go. Right. I guess what that paint and that tent must have belonged to whoever did that then. Maybe the narrator did just before he popped his clogs or something. Wherever the hell he is now. How do I get up there? He said his life was reduced to that. His dying message, maybe? I don't know why I'm convinced he's dead. I want to go up there. Turn into a platform now. Back to the tent. Okay. Beautiful as ever. Great big moon in the distance. Crashing waves on the pier over there. Oh, he stopped just as I say it. Brilliant. Well, there's some of the paint. Again, no paintings there except for our narrator's circuit. God, all these candles are spooky. Fucking hell, every single time. Oh my Christ, okay. Spotted again, our slender friend. See if you can locate him. Oh my god, I'm actually shaking a little bit. You see him? Over on the left there. Atop the cliff by the candle. Very, very faint he is. But he's definitely there. Let's see if we can contrast him against the sky. There you go. Christ alive. Who is he? The narrator's not mentioned him once. What is this noise? More pictures of the car crash, I guess. Esther's crash.
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer. We will mix the paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
Wait, the paint... So the paint, they made the paint with ashes. Ashes? What ashes? Oh. Goddamn Steam Friends thing magic. What is this now? More self-surgery and a defibrillator. Ugh. So, oh man, so this paint they made themselves. And Esther Donnelly, what's with that? So Esther is Donnelly? Donnelly was a bloke though. Esther is a Donnelly. Christ. I'm gonna need to watch back through my own videos to understand this. Oh, is your man still up there? Yeah, he is. Still chilling. Man, what if we get to confront him finally? Let's make our way up there somehow. Oh. More of the older chemistry. What does that say? DN? Is there a D? My rudimentary chemistry knowledge knows of no chemical symbol that's D. Is that even possible? I don't know. Who on earth is that? Esther? I guess? She's got a mask on, is that? Like a motorcycle helmet and a giant pipe. Is she a thug? Esther's a goddamn biker chick. Man, these caves are scary. Car parts. What is this sound? These sort of vigils are getting scarier by the second. Now we've just got miscellaneous parts of, I guess, Esther's car. Why would they drag Esther's car parts to the Hebrides? Oh, look at that. There's a... Remember, I think in chapter 1 they said they carved lines in the side of the mountain when someone died, was it? That's a lot of dead people. Wow.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Listen to him now talking about Damascus and circuit diagrams and stuff. It's all the stuff that's been painted on the walls. So it has been the narrator painting this stuff. I think we can assume. What does this say now? Him. Around him. Shone around him. Heaven shone around him. From heaven shone around him. Light from heaven shone around him. Wow. More Bible stuff. like this sound. What is this? Oh, dead birds.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Well, you didn't do a very good job of it, because they're almost all still floating. Is he still around then? Who on earth knows? Or are we watching this now and we are the narrator? Oh my god. It's going to send me crazy next. No, our narrator's long gone. But how are these still floating? Oh, who on earth knows? Let's go check that out. Oh, this just reminds me of home again. A friend's fishing village. Looks exactly like this. Except without the dead woman's letter boats. Oh Christ. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. With some eggs. From the dead birds from earlier? Who knows? Jesus, who fell to the ground? Narrator? Donnelly? Paul? Was Paul with us then? With the narrator even? Did Paul help with the old mixing the paint and painting this spooky stuff? Maybe he felt bad about Esther as well. Oh yeah, where was your man there? The scary old... Are we going up to see him now? Oh, please can we see who he is at last?
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal. As I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
What? 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 What, have they crashed the car on this island now? Oh, I don't have a clue what's going on. He's losing his mind and he's losing my understanding. Oh shit, we are getting closer to him now. He's not fading away this time. Come on, stay still, you bastard. Oh wow, look at it. Spooky ass music.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fibre, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
I've got it. Spooky Man was the narrator. He must have been throwing a paper plane off this cliff edge. So we're not the narrator. It's been Spooky Man, and he has just been a few steps ahead of us the whole way. But we are following him. We've been everywhere he's been. And as he was proceeding on his journey... Oh, Jesus. Looks like we are making our way to the radio tower there. Maybe we're going to call for some help. Get off this goddamn island. Lost style. Ipamius. I can't read that. Was come near. And was come near Ipamius. Sure, some biblical place, I guess. And he was 3.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Donnelly had syphilis. Some old ancestor of Esther's. And he was 3 days without sight. And neither did he eat, nor drink. Is that a Jesus thing? Did Jesus go without sight? I doubt it. I have no idea. I know about as much about the Bible as I do about chemistry. The narrator's finally lost his mind though, clearly. Says he's becoming one with this island.
There are headlights reflected in these retinas. Too long in the tunnels of my island without a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
What on earth is he talking about now? Is this all 3 in 1? All the chemistry, physics and biology? God, he's losing, isn't he? What a view though. That will be the lines in the cliff face there. Oh, we got a good view of this now. And it came to pass that as I made my journey... And we'll have to get a bit close to that one. And was come nigh. What? I can't step backwards to read it because I'll fall off this cliff. That is a lost phrase. Noon. There you go. Great big noon. If anyone can read any of this, do tell me. That something from heaven, great sign round about me, and could not see for the...
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
that light being... No, whatever, screw the words. What on earth was he talking about now? He's... I mean, clearly he is right about to lose it. Recounting all the characters, except Jakobsen, I don't think he mentioned. Paul was definitely involved with the crash though. These winds are insane. Are we finally getting off this island now? I haven't seen Spooky Narrator Ghost though.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
First was the island, now is the
Dear
Ariel.
Esther, I have burned the cliffs of
Oh
Damascus.
shit, I've lost control.
I've drunk deep of it. My heart is my leg, and a black line etched on the paper all along this boat without a bottom. You are all the world like a nest to me. Eggs that unbroken form like fossils.
What are you
Come
doing?
Together, send small black flowers to the air. From this infection, hope. From this island, flight.
No.
From this grief, love.
No, 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 no. What are we doing? Why can't I control this? You are kidding me. Oh my god.